The playoffs are now in full swing as we get set for this divisional round matchup between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Jim Nantz along with Bill Sims getting set for this divisional round matchup. Kickoff just minutes away.
People always want to know who has the advantage in this game. The team that won the bye week or the first week of playoffs, or the team that had the week off. Jim, I always go with the team that had the week off. Two reasons why. They get rested and they're playing at home. Those are two big things to overcome.
Tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. And leading the Giants onto the field is quarterback Eli Manning, a two-time Super Bowl winner, two-time Super Bowl MVP. It's first down as they head to the line. And Cruz is lined up in the slot. They're setting up screen. Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3. One big playmaker for the Giants is Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz is a dangerous player when he plays the slot, Jim. When he's inside, if you're on the defense, you better double team him.
Second down, even after the completion. Thomas lined up in a single back formation. Going to take it the distance. Still on his feet. He's in the clear, and Cruz is stopped right there.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. First down following the long play. Keeps it here. Makes the reception. Gains 11.
Manning's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
First down here after the completion. The Vikings defense now is going to go nickel. Eli Manning takes it from the gun. Pulls it in. The Giants now move the chains. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Ready to make the stop on the goal line. Loading up that defensive front. And he's in for the touchdown.
When you're in a divisional round of the playoffs, the pressure builds, the teams get tight. But when you're the first one to score like that, wow, what a boost. It makes you feel great. Let the other team chase you.
The Giants now will tack on the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Vikings now will get their first shot to come onto the field and score. They gave up points on the opening drive. The score's 7-0. Patterson's got a chance for a return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. In charge of the offense, the quarterback who threw for 31 touchdowns versus only 4 interceptions his last season at Louisville, Teddy Bridgewater. First down on the way.
Let's go. Move 58.
Peterson's taking the handoff. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. When you look at this offense, you have to acknowledge Adrian Peterson, one of the best running backs to ever play the game.
Well, he's asked to do a lot for the Minnesota Vikings. I always say he's the hardest working man in the NFL because that offense has sputtered many, many times. But Adrian Peterson, he just keeps rolling along.
Tight end in motion. Second down and 9. Handoff made. Slashing to the right side. Peterson's tackled down after a gain of 2. Rogers Cromartie is a force on that defense.
They need Rogers Cromartie to turn into a shutdown corner. If they can get that from him, they can return to a dominant defense.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Peterson lines up in the backfield. Looking to the right side and throwing. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality receiver. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Get ready. 180.
They'll go ground. They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring them down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Peterson's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
180.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 35. Throws to the right. And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
The Giants with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime from the shotgun. Looking across the middle, he makes the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. And that will close out the first quarter in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll return in just a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Not a whole lot of scoring here as we welcome you back to the action. And it'll be Locke back to punt it away. And he muffs it. The ball's on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
What a lucky play that time by the return team. They fumble the football. Nobody's hustling, but somehow they find a way to recover their own fumble.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Thomas going to secure the handoff. And gains maybe 4.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Pierre Thomas takes the handoff. They'll mark him at the 40.
Thomas is going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding a hole and picking up those yards.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Trying to beat the play clock. Thomas is going to take the handoff now. Met by Barr that time.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. 2-minute warning. Coming up, second down. Just a quick drop back. Screen. Beckham's tackled down at the 24. First down here after the completion. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. Back to the air here on first down. Eli Manning out to Victor Cruz.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Shotgun look here for Eli Manning. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Rhodes very nearly to the pick.
I know we've all heard this phrase before. That's why they're playing defense, because they can't catch. Hey, the coaches don't care about that. When you get an opportunity, they want you to make the catch.
Second down after the incompletion. Thomas lined up in the backfield. From the shotgun. He's looking to the right here on this throw. In on the stop. Third down on the way with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Getting set as fast as they can. Manning's going to keep it. Reaches out and grabs it. The Vikings signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used.
Well, it's a good job by the defense getting that tackle inside the 5-yard line. Now we'll see if they're good enough to keep the offense out of the end zone.
Defense got a bit of a blow and now readies for the next play. Manning from the shotgun. He has the grab. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Wasting no time now for this next play. Manning will take the snap, makes the grab, touchdown.
Well, the offensive line did it all on this drive, didn't they? Here it is on first and goal. Nice job of pass blocking, and the quarterback finds the open receiver for the touchdown.
The Giants with the PAT to come. And the point after is good. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. And now Patterson. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Vikings ready now to start their next series. Take it here from the 22. Adrian Peterson is in the backfield. First down at the 22. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense some credit. On first down, there's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
That does it for the first half. Vikings trail in this one. We're back here now in this one, where the Giants lead by 14. A check to the sidelines with Danielle Bellini reporting.
Jim, I got a chance to quickly speak with Coach Coughlin during halftime. Guys, it looks like his team is still riding the momentum from last week's wild card win right into today's game. They've got the lead here at the half, and Coach said, we knew if we could get through the wild card game last week, we would have a favorable matchup. If we continue to play like we did in the first half, we should be able to wrap this thing up. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. Patterson's got it. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Vikings will begin their drive from the 31 now. Peterson lines up in the backfield. The Vikings snap it at the 31. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, that time quarterback didn't hold the football. The left side of the line they just collapse. He doesn't even feel it or see it, and he goes down for the sack.
And now they'll try over again on second down. The defense comes out in the dime. From the gun. Brings it into his body. He's brought to a halt.
The slant route made famous by the West Coast offense, something that really I thought came in the league when Bill Walsh started with the 49ers in 1979.
On the way, third down. Split backfield here.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3-and-out.
On third downs, the defense knows in most situations it's going to be a pass, and let's give some credit to the defensive front. They pressure the QB, and they force the incompletion.
The Vikings are going to punt the football. Beckham's got it at the 27. Gains 13. The Giants come out for the next possession. Thomas lines up in the backfield. First down at the 40. Thomas is handed the football, and that's a gain of 10.
Thomas is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down here after the run. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. And Cruz has got it. First down.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Man-to-man coverage down the field. When you see it, you got to be accurate with the football. He was that time, and that's why we got the completion.
First down here after the completion. Here's the first snap after the big play. Manning's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Rhodes very nearly to the pick.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down coming up. They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Makes the reception. This is turning into quite a drive, Phil.
Nice job, Jim, by the offensive coordinator, just mixing the plays up and keeping the defense off balance.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Looking to go up top again on first down. And there's Cruz. New York Giants, touchdown.
Man, what a touchdown there for the offense. The quarterback just fires that football in there. Look at the defenders around the receiver, but the receiver big enough, tough enough to go up in there and make the catch.
Extra point was good. The Vikings are getting ready for the return. And can they return to a competitive state in this one as the game is starting to get out of hand? The score's 21-0. They tackle them at the 26-yard line. First down coming up.
Let's go. Right now.
They'll run it. Here's the handoff. And that's yard gain.
You give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. They'll go shotgun here. He's got the catch. That's a gain of 7.
Nice job by the quarterback. No up and down the field. He throws it short. It does not get a first down, but it sure makes 3rd down a lot easier.
Third down after the completion. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. Adrian Peterson takes the football, and Ayers is going to make the tackle. That will close out quarter number 3 in Minneapolis, and we'll return in just a moment. The Vikings offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Get ready. White 90. White 90.
The final quarter begins with this snap. Looking long to Mike Wallace, and it's picked off by Rodgers Cromartie. He's brought down.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
They face first down. Thomas lined up in the backfield. Handoff by Manning. Thomas is taken down. Second down here. Eli Manning will take it from the center here. Keeps it here. Reaches out and snatches it. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Thomas lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. They need to get the play off. Thomas got it on the handoff and a gain of 4. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on first down. 2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, coming out of the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Manning's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. 2nd down and 5. Right back to him once more. They tackle him for a loss. Following the run, it's now 3rd and 7. Now the offense in their hurry-up. Here, Thomas takes the handoff. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Thomas lines up in the backfield. The Giants will take the snap from the 35. Thomas is taken down.
Nice job by the coach that time going forward on 4th down. His team is up here in the second half. He wants to keep momentum on his side. That's why he goes for it, and they get it.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Thomas is taking the handoff. Thomas is taken down.
It's about managing the football game. That's why they ran the football right there. Not a big gain, but sometimes you have to be predictable. You have a lead. You're trying to get rid of the clock. You got to run it.
One team has secured its spot in the conference championship, while the other disheartened to know they were this close to the NFL's Final Four. All right, Phil, after this win today, they're now 1 step away from going to the Super Bowl. This victory today in the divisional round.
It's exciting times, Jim. This is, you know it, soon as you go out in the field for warm-ups, you go, boy, this is different. It's special. And if you can just put 60 minutes of solid football together, you get a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
It's been a game we'll always remember. Jim Nance, Phil Simms, so glad to bring it to you.